Hello everybody, my name is Ryan or MandRproductions and welcome to my review of the LEGO Technic Mack Anthem Truck. Its set number is 42078. It includes 2,595 pieces and retails for $180 in the United States. So a pretty fair price per piece if I do say so myself. I also have to note at the beginning of this review that LEGO did send me this for free, so take that for what it's worth, but I still feel like I genuinely am in love with this set, and despite having not paid anything for it, I totally am in the future going to be buying more LEGO Technic sets because this one has totally swayed me. This is a 2-in-1 set, so it can also be rebuilt into a detailed replica of the iconic Mack LR garbage truck. So if you want a garbage truck instead of a tractor trailer or 18-wheeler like this, you can go ahead and rebuild it, turn it into something else. Now, I will recommend not building this first. If you're going to build the garbage truck, build the garbage truck. If you're going to build the Mack Anthem, build the Mack Anthem, because it's going to be really hard to take apart. It's a LEGO Technic set. They do not come apart easily. You're going to be spending hours and hours taking this thing apart, and you're going to be regretting it. So make sure you pick one and stick with it, or buy two of the set, I guess, if you really want both models. So that's definitely an alternative if you want to shell out the cash. The Mack Anthem truck measures 10 inches high, 32 inches long, and 7 inches wide. It also measures 8 inches high and 5 inches wide with the crane, boom, and landing legs retracted. So that's the measurements on this actual Mack Anthem. The garbage truck has different measurements, which you can take a look at on the lego.com listing if you're interested in that. But we are just taking a look at the actual Mack Anthem truck in this review. So this review is going to basically go in two sections. One's going to be the cab, and then the second section is going to be the back section, or the trailer of the set. So let's go ahead and start with the cab. Starting out in the front section of the Technic Mack Anthem, you'll see there are some headlights, some blinker lights, and some sticker detailing to show off the Mack logo, as well as the license plate on the truck. There's also some stickers on these silver parts here to just add a little bit more detail, which is very nice. There are quite a few stickers on this set, more than you would probably expect, but I think they do add some good details to the set that are important. The front bumper is very nice as well. It kind of angles down at the bottom. They use some non-Technic pieces here in a lot of places to get some nice detailing, and I really like what they've done with some of the design choices on this set. Of course, atop the hood, we have the Mack Bulldog hood ornament, which is an awesome inclusion by LEGO atop that hood. I really do like that. Opening the hood has proven to be very simple for me. All you have to do is lift the hood and pull it forward to the front of the truck, and it will just open like that. Stops right there very, very nicely. And inside, you'll notice there is a 6-cylinder engine that moves and puts the pistons up and down as you drive the car along. Excuse the wheels screeching there, but you can see them moving. And there's also a spinning rotator fan. It's right in there. You can kind of see it. I'll try to get you a better view here on the front of the Mack Anthem. So as the truck moves, you'll notice that the fan does rotate, which is awesome, as well as the pistons moving, as we showed before from the side. Now you can see them moving from the top, and it's very nice. They added in a lot of cool details like this in the set, and this is definitely a really awesome thing for them to be able to intertwine into the set. Because of features like what's under the hood here, the build process is something that's very interesting and unique to me. It's something that you don't see a lot in Star Wars, so it's something outside my bubble and something I actually really enjoyed, so I think a lot of you guys might also enjoy it, so I would definitely recommend picking up a Technic set on that fact alone, just because it's something completely different than what you're used to. The windshield is made up of an open compartment there. It's really not a windshield, it's just kind of an open area that looks like a windshield, which is nice. You get some mirrors on the side, and let's go ahead and plop this antenna back up where it's supposed to be. There are antennas on both sides, so if you need some LEGO antennas, this is a good set to get them in. Anyway, you can open the doors very easily. Just pull out, and the doors do open. They have stickers on them as well, which add some good details. So you can see the line, the striping goes from the side of the door onto the side of the truck here, as well as the side of the cabin, with a little window as well. Anyway, you can open that and get to the interior. There are a pair of very nice seats in there. They have Mack stickers on there. They just say Mack, nothing else, but very cool on the headrest. And then there's, of course, the steering wheel, which actually does work. You can actually spin the steering wheel, and when the steering wheel spins, the wheels also spin. So that's something that I found to be incredible. Again, that just goes back to how fun the build process is and what kind of unique building techniques you'll find while building the set, because there's a lot to do to make the actual wheel inside the Technic Mack Anthem actually move the wheels on the truck, as well as there's another mechanism which we'll get to in a second. It's actually on the back here, and it also turns the wheels. So if you're moving the truck, it's a lot easier to move this than actually have your hand inside the cabin, but you can spin this left or right to actually move the wheels as well, so that works very easily, a lot easier than the wheel on the inside, obviously. So definitely would prefer using this over that there, but you can definitely use the wheel on the inside if you absolutely need to. Around the other side of the truck, there isn't much else going on. I do like the stickers on the little steps up into the cabin of the truck. That's a very nice addition in my opinion. You also have this little pole that preferably a minifigure, could grab onto as they're stepping up into the truck, or in the real world a real person would be. So a very nice passenger side to the truck, but nothing really different than on the driver's side. So moving to this back section of the truck here, we do have a few more wheels, which are made of this nice rubber material. I didn't note that earlier, but these wheels are incredibly high quality. I believe LEGO is actually the leading producer of tires in the United States. So just a little interesting fact to drop in there for you. You can also see a little bit of the workings of how the wheels rotate and everything with all these Technic bits in here. Lots of different stuff going on. It's pretty crazy how much stuff goes into this. But on the back side here, you have a few reflective looking pieces, which are for the brake lights of the truck. You also have some flaps that are going to protect against some debris and dirt kind of knocking up and hitting vehicles behind the Technic Mack Anthem. This is common. You see these on a lot of trucks. They also have some little Mack stickers on these as well. There's also a few translucent pieces here, and then you also have the license plate for the Mack Anthem, which actually has the set number on it, which is very awesome. You'll also notice the exhaust pipes here on the back of the cabin of the truck, which I just think are incredible looking. They use these very tubular pieces, then the 2x2 round cylinders as well to kind of round out the design at the bottom. So very, very good looking. It all looks legit. So as we transition into the trailer section of the set, I figured I'd show you how to connect the trailer to the Mack Anthem truck. So the trailer has that piece there, which runs through the center of the plate there, and all you have to do is push it through this open center piece here. It just is going to line up right there. It's going to go in, and then you're going to push in this gray piece. It's going to basically lock that into place and not allow any movement there, so it will be able to be pulled along by the Mack Anthem truck, which is very nice. You can go ahead and remove these kind of stand legs, and then it can roll along very nicely. You have the whole thing connected up there, and if you want to remove the trailer from the truck, all you have to do is push in on this gray part, and it's going to remove the piece there and allow you to remove the trailer. So there you have the trailer and the cabin separated, and now we can move into the trailer only. The trailer section of the Mack Anthem is a thing of beauty. It has quite a few features, and of course contains this giant container, which we'll get into, but I do want to take a look at a couple of the other features on the trailer, as well as this general design before we get into that. The first thing you'll note, well, it's not really the first thing you'll notice, but it's going to be the first thing I'm going to talk about, and it's this retractable third axle on the front of the trailer here, which allows the trailer to stay level when you do not have the semi-truck in the front there. So this thing basically can twist, and it allows that wheel to come down. It's basically the inside of a wheel, no rubber on the outside, so it's a little bit rough on the ground compared to the rubber wheels on the back, but it does its job. It keeps it steady, and that's really nice. So we are going to keep that down because we do want it to stay level. But you would retract it like so if the actual cab of the truck was attached to the front there, because otherwise it would be scraping along the ground, and that is not what you want to happen. But it does have these kind of little side panelings here. It's very well done. So now I'm going to show you how you're able to remove the container from the Technic Mack Anthem trailer, and obviously you could just pick it up and put it down. And where's the fun in that? LEGO has created this entire mechanism for you to be able to do it mechanically without having to do it with your hand. You know, you're really saving a lot. You're not really saving time. You could do it a lot easier like that. But the fun thing is, it's a LEGO set. They've included this feature. So there's a couple of knobs here in the back, and you're basically going to want to turn them. Well, actually, first you're going to need to go ahead and release these things. These basically keep it level, and basically there's a little lever on the back here. You're going to pull it all the way up, and then you're going to lock it into place by pushing it past where it would otherwise feel like it would stop, and it will click. You're going to find the same thing with the one on the left here. Again, it's just a little lever there, and there's a sticker on the other side that says lock, and you'll know to push it all the way until it locks. Sometimes it seems to get a little stuck there, but I was able to get it out. Now it's locked in place. It won't be able to push back up in, and that way, you know, it won't fall over at all. So keeps it steady as possible for us to be able to remove our cargo here. As previously mentioned, there are a couple of knobs in the back that you're going to twist. The one on the left here is going to be twisted to the left, and the one on the right is going to be twisted to the right. So that is going to lift and extend these green arms, and it's going to lift up our little cargo here and hopefully put it down. So we're going to lift it up first. We're going to use our right one. We're going to lift it up first, and that's how you want to do it, because you want to lift it up and then out, not all at the same time. Otherwise you have trouble. So you lift it up. It's on these chains. It shouldn't fall off, although if it does, you just reconnect them. Otherwise you should be good. And we can lift it up. These arms will extend to about a 90-degree angle, and you'll feel it stop. It'll get a little bit springy, and then it won't really spin anymore. So now we have them up in the highest angle they will go to, and then we're going to spin it left one to the left, and that's going to extend our arms. And like I said, these axles here, or these arms here, are to keep it from flipping over, because all this weight is being shifted to the outside of the center of mass of basically this thing, and if we didn't have these down, the thing would just flip. And I did experience that the first time I used this, because I was like, oh wait, that I need to have those down to keep this up, otherwise it does fall over. So you can see it's even starting to experience a little bit of a lift there. It's trying to fall over, but it can't. So there we go. Both arms are out, and now they're coming down, and it is a thing of beauty. You can see the full thing suspended there, and there we go. It's going to come down all the way to the ground here in a second as we keep spinning it. Of course, again, it would just completely fall over if we didn't have those arms down, so thank God LEGO was able to incorporate that. So here we have it down, getting to the ground, and now you can just detach it from your little chains, and that's going to allow it to come off, and there we go. So now we can actually take a look at the trailer itself without the cargo on it, and we're actually going to take a look at this cargo hold in a second as well. Here's a look at the cargo-less trailer, and here's an idea of how the mechanism works. You can see everything spinning in there, and it's quite a intricate design. It was actually pretty tough to build. You get a little confused at some points, and you just kind of stay tried and true to what the instructions say, and you'll weather through the storm there. But it's a little bit of a difficult build, I will not lie there. It definitely does have its tough parts, and I get a little confused sometimes in here, but you do figure it out. It's not that entirely difficult. It is a LEGO set after all, but it just has a couple of challenging parts, and very interesting design. I really like what they've done here. It's kind of a weird design without the cargo on top, so you definitely want to display it with the cargo on top, but you can't see the inner workings when you have it taken off. It uses these 4 little Technic knob pieces on the corners here to keep the cargo in place. You can see the cargo has these little cutouts here, and that's where that is going to basically fit right on top of. You can see they just kind of keep it in place from getting off any which way, which is very nice. Obviously, you need those chains connected to really keep it in place, but that does help a lot. And I do want to show you the back end of the trailer, where you'll find the license plate with the set number itself, and then also the taillights. So just a little bit of extra detail there on the back. To retract our stabilization arm, all you have to do is push back on this lever, so it's going to unlock, and then it's going to fold back right into place. So that's pretty easy to do if you want to retract the stabilization arm. To retract the actual like green arms that hold the cargo itself, you actually do have to twist these all the way back into place. So it's a little bit laborious, but you do have to do it. So if you want those back in place, all you have to do is twist them all the way back until they fall back in place. They actually use this very cool LEGO Technic piston piece, and I thought I would highlight it here. You get 2 of them in the set, obviously, one for each arm, and they are very, very cool. I really love what LEGO had created for these. So they actually have some metal in there. It looks like a little bit of shiny to it. So it's a very strong piece to allow these pistons to work and operate the crane lift here. And the last bit of the set that we'll be taking a look at is our cargo itself, and it is a giant white rectangular box, essentially, and has some stickers on it with actual details, including, of course, our Technic Mack Anthem Truck set number there. You can also see some other details on this sticker about how much weight the actual truck can hold and such, so very interesting stuff. It, of course, has doors that open, and we'll get to those, and then the other side here is just blank, but the doors do open. The left side and the right side both lift up and pull in to the center, and then you can open the doors like so. One door is slightly bigger than the other, it looks like, so you guys can see that difference there. The center is not split directly in the center. It also does have these yellow caution stickers there, just a little added detail that LEGO was able to put in. And then the interior is going to be completely empty. You can put anything you want in there, so we're going to add something fun in there. And with our lighting adjusted, you're going to be able to fit an entire 12-ounce can of Coca-Cola on the inside and still have room for more fun. So if you're trying to transport Coca-Cola around the house, this is probably the LEGO set for you. To close the doors, all you have to do is bring them in, lift them up, and then get them to fall back into those Technic connections there so that they do not open in transit. You don't want that Coke bursting out of there. That is going to conclude my review of the LEGO Technic Mack Anthem Truck. Once again, big thank you to LEGO for sending me this set completely for free. I really do appreciate it. And they actually sent me a second copy to give away, which I did give away to one lucky winner. So congratulations to you. I really, really like this set. This is my first LEGO Technic set, and I have been very surprised in a good way. I really like it. This is an awesome set, and I do hope to get more LEGO Technic sets in the future to check out on the channel. So I would totally recommend this one if you think you like it. Totally keep an eye out for maybe double VIP points or a sale on it, depending on where you're able to find it. If you guys enjoyed the video, of course, leave a like. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. And if you have anything to say, leave in the comment section below. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.